Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video I'll be playing a game I haven't yet played on this channel, but I have played a lot outside this channel. It's a game called Ark Survival Ascended, and I'll basically just be playing one of the many maps that the game has. So this game is basically just a game where like you're on a map with like dinosaurs and some like fantasy creatures, and you need to like survive and tame creatures and then like fight bosses and stuff. So let's randomize a character. I'm going to try to get a funny looking one, if that's good enough. And let's choose our spawn. Where should I spawn? I'm gonna say here. Spawn here. Oh nice, that seems like a pretty good spawn so far. Alright, I'm gonna get some materials here to craft my first tools. So this game, this is a very like complicated game. It's like there's a lot to this game, but I also I'll need to get XP and like level up, which will then unlock like new tools for me. Like so you see there, I already got a level up. I'm gonna upgrade health, and there's a ton of different things that you can like upgrade as well. And when you upgrade yourself, you get like you get like certain amount of things called engram points, which is what you use to unlock new tools. So that big thing in the sky there, that's actually where I fight the boss. This map only has one boss, but the boss fight is like there's two bosses in the boss fight. But that big thing, the big blue thing there in the sky, that's where I fight the boss. In this game, you also get you have food and hunger bars that you need to manage. So you see here, as I'm like harvesting these plants, there's berries that I'm collecting, and I can like eat these berries here to refill a little bit of my food. Berries don't really provide much food, but they provide some, so yeah. So some creatures in this game, obviously, with a game about like dinosaurs, there's going to be like some creatures that are like aggressive. So this guy here, oh, my game just lagged a lot. There's also like different levels for guys as well, and some dinosaurs are like more aggressive than others. There's like different like species of dinosaurs. There we go. I've killed this guy, now I can harvest some stuff off of him, and also depending on like what kind of tool you use for harvesting stuff, it gives you like different amounts of things. Like a hatchet is better for harvesting stone and wood, whereas a pickaxe is better for harvesting like flint and thatch. So I have a setting set where the max level of dino is 150. That I think that's pretty much just like what pretty much everybody uses. So yeah, I gotta get a lot of hide. Hide is a very valuable material. Some creatures also require like different taming methods. Most creatures in the game, you need to like knock them out, which there's a bunch of different ways to do that. And you get better ways of doing it like as you get further through the game. So I'm gonna try crafting a campfire here so I can cook a bunch of the meat that I have and get some better food. Alright, there we go. I've got some food cooking now. This game also has a bunch of different like crafting stations, like you can see here. This is a mortar and pestle. It's a very like early game crafting station. and a bunch like different things need like different crafting stations for you to craft them. At the current point in the game that I'm at, there's not really anything that like I need any like advanced crafting stations for, because I just started. But as I get further through the game, I'll need like better crafting stations to craft stuff. Alright, I'm gonna craft some of my first pieces of armor here. So, and now I can equip these. Obviously there's like also like more advanced pieces of armor as you get further through the game. But yeah, this is just like the most basic armor in the game. So I'm gonna start collecting materials for making my first house now. It says the crafting requirements for stuff when you hover over it. So this is a foundation, so I'm going to put this onto track, so on the far right now I can see how much like materials I'll need for that. And it also says the amount that I'll be able to craft, so you can see it says 0 right now. Now it says 1. Let me just get some more stuff. There we go, now it says 2, because I'm able to craft 2. This game has like very, very good graphics as well, and stuff like that. Like if I walk into the water here, it's kind of hard to see in first person. If I'm walking through the water, you can see there's like water physics. And then the graphics also just look great. Oh nice, this game also has like these little like baby dinos that you can just tap a button to claim them if the parent is either dead or it's been tamed. So you can see here, this is the parent, and you can tell because there's like a little like icon over the name. So yeah. Alright, I'm crafting up my first foundations now, and once I get these, I can place them down. So yeah, once I place this down as well, I can also change, I can like rotate it if I want to. I can, yeah, rotate it. I'm gonna stop that because I want it to just be the default. There we go. Bang. Bam. I'm gonna get 3 more so I can get a 2x6 house. I think I'm gonna upgrade a weight here. Okay, I've unlocked a bed. Beds are like extremely helpful because you need them to respawn. If you don't have a bed, then you just have to like select like some random place in the world for you to respawn in. Alright, and now I'm crafting the last 3 foundations that I need. Wait. Oh no, hang on, actually, wait, I actually crafted only 1. There we go, now we're crafting the last 3 that I need. Ooh, that's kind of going into the ground. I'm gonna pick I can pick these up and kind of raise them a little so that those ones just aren't like going into the ground. Hang on, I rotated that a little by accident. Alright, that looks perfect. Nice. Alright, all of my meat's done smelting. And I can get rid of this. Let's pick up the campfire. So now I'm going to work on getting some walls, so I can like actually close this in. Oh nice, so I just leveled myself up, and you can see here I'm now at the level where I can unlock a wooden club, which is like the earliest that you can get like a tool for like knocking creatures out to tame them, aside from the fact that you can punch them to knock them out, but that's a very bad way to do it. Also, you can see now I'm kind of running like a little slower because I'm more weighed down. So, yeah. I can also like switch between what I like want to be, or like what I want the as you can see, when I'm holding this down, I can also like change what I want the thing to be. So with a few structures, they'll get like you'll get to like decide kind of like what you want to place them as. So with walls, I can do a wall, a short doorway, a tall doorway, or a window. I'm just gonna go with a short doorway, and then with the rest of these, I'm just gonna do walls. Alright, now this is all walled in. Now, I want to get ceilings. I need 6 of those. Alright, now I have enough to craft all of the ceilings that I need. Alright, now let's just place these down. There we go, and let's also place down this campfire. Let's place it in the corner right here, and I'll put some wood in it as fuel. Now I want to get a bed so that I can just respawn right here when I die. So I feel like I should also mention this. ARK Survival Ascended is a remake of a game that existed before called ARK Survival Evolved. And they basically just remade the ARK Survival Evolved with, like, way better graphics and, like, water physics and a bunch of other, like, small changes. Like, there was no, like, babies before. Those didn't take, like, wild baby creatures. You could get, like, baby creatures if you bred your own creatures, but, like, there wasn't, like, wild babies before. What else was there? There was no option to, like, track things. A bunch of, like, the features when, like, you're placing stuff, like, with, like, snapping things in. As you saw with the you might have noticed when I was placing the campfire, it kind of, like, when I was pushing it into the wall, it couldn't really get placed, like, any further. Because it was going into the wall. That didn't exist before. You couldn't place stuff in the wall, but it would just, the thing would just turn red, and it just wouldn't let you place it. Like here, when I'm pushing this, see, it doesn't, like, let me, like, push it any further than the wall. You couldn't, like, do the thing that I showed you with the doorway, where you, like, switch, like, the thing around to a different structure. You had to just craft, like, every individual structure, and they all had their own engrams. There's a ton of small changes that were made as well. I'm gonna unlock a storage box now, and also, I don't really think I need a door. I'm gonna get this, a water skin. The water skin just lets me hold water, but it can't hold that much, and it also, like, kind of slowly, like, drains. You can get better ones later on that hold more water, and also, like, don't slowly drain water over time. Alright, I've just placed the storage box right next to my bed, so I can, like, just pretty much open this and just deposit a bunch of stuff, so I think I'm just going to deposit a bunch of raw meat in here. Spoiled meat. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to do something with this meat that I'll explain later why I'm doing it. Actually, you know what? I'll just explain it now. So there's an engram narcotics here. You need 1 spoiled meat and 5 narco berries to craft it. And basically something that you can do is, so the way you get spoiled meat here is the bar at the bottom of this item. That's how long until it spoils. You can also see there's a timer when I hover over it. And so when it spoils, it just turns into spoiled meat. The spoiled meat itself also does have a spoil timer. It just disappears when it spoils. But basically what I've just done is, when it's like a stack of raw meat, what just happens is when it spoils, only one spoils. But if I split the entire stack, then just all of them spoil, because they're each their own separate thing. So now when these spoil, I'll just get way, way more spoiled meat. And narcotics are great for getting XP. Like, they are really good methods of getting XP. Alright, so here I'm going to craft a mortar and pestle. So this is the crafting station that I use for the narcotics, as well as a bunch of other things. So yeah, I'll just place it down. Can I place it on top of the storage box? Oh no, dang it. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna put these narco berries in, and okay. I didn't know what those footsteps were. I'm going to upgrade and unlock narcotics. Ooh, I can also get this. I'm gonna get this Ebola. Basically, I can just like throw that at guys and it immobilizes them for a little bit. So this creature right here is called a moss chops. They're one of the easiest creatures in the game to tame when they're at low level, because they'll ask for a bunch, like, they'll pick one out of a pool of like a bunch of different things to want. This one wants a giant bee honey, which unfortunately is one of the hardest ones to get, so I can't tame it. But at that level, and with the settings I have enabled on taming speed for creatures, a level 20 would be tamed with only one bit of food. Oh, there's another one right here. Does it want anything easier to get? No, raw prime fish meat. I can't get that. It's also quite a hard thing to get. The moss traps are also like one of the best creatures in the game for like a bunch of different things. Some dinos can harvest like certain things, like certain resources. Moss traps can harvest a lot of resources, and they're really good at harvesting a lot of them as well. Oh shoot, I missed. Nice. Wait, I want to tame this guy. Yes, there we go, see? So, when you tame dinos, like, the actual way, which it depends how you tame them, it varies from, like, what dino, but with every dino in the game, there might be, like, a few exceptions, but I'm not sure. Basically, when you, like, tame them the way that they're actually supposed to be tamed, they get bonus levels. I think, so when you're, like, for example, with dinos that require to be knocked out and then given food to tame them, certain foods are better and give them more taming percentage per time they eat it, but also they some foods that are worse will drain more taming percentage, which is basically just how, like, how many levels the dino will get after being tamed. I think with, like, 100% taming effectiveness, it gives the dino plus 50% of what their level was when they were a wild dino. But when you claim babies, it doesn't give any aggressive dino, or it doesn't give any extra levels. I also have a DLC purchase called Bob's Tall Tales, which just adds a bunch of stuff. This traits thing was a thing added with it. Although you could see the traits even if you don't own the DLC. So yeah. Dinos aren't super helpful as babies, but you know, it's a cool guy to have in the beginning. Should I claim this baby? You know what, I'll do it. He looks cool. Alright, I need to give these guys, like, a lot of meat, because they eat, like, really fast when they're babies. And there's also these, like, whistles for, like, commands to tell the dinos, like, what to do. So I just whistled for them all to stop following me. And now I'm going to craft a bunch of narcotics. I actually didn't craft that many, but yeah. I'm unlocking a bow and arrow now, so just a bow, and then I can also craft arrows. I wonder if these guys have changed what they want. Oh, this guy does want something different, actually. Tinto berries, that's these. I can get this guy then. Nice, there we go. And this guy can ride. So Dilophosaurs, I can't ride them. But these guys I can ride. See how much fiber that guy's gathering? That's crazy. See, these guys are, like, really, really good. Alright, I want to get some more raw meat, though, for my baby Dilophosaurs. Oh, there's another moss drops here. He wants giant bee honey. Oh, I guess I killed this guy's parents. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna kill that guy. Alright, both my Dilophosaurs have grown up. I still want to get these guys some more food, though. Okay, this guy doesn't need the food as much as this guy. Oh, what's this guy's trait? Inherent melee frail. Okay, so some of these traits, some traits are kind of bad. So when I breed this guy with another moss chops, you know, I'm not even gonna go over that, because breeding is just, it's a very complicated thing in this game, and that would kind of require me to go over breeding. I'll deal with breeding when I actually get to the point in the game where I need to do that. Oh shoot, this moss drops is getting low. Go, 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 go. Oh, he's gonna die. Oh my god. Okay, well that was fast. Oh, well no wonder he died. One of these guys is level 145. Okay, I was injured there, so yeah, oh, that's not good. Alright, I'm going to split the meat between these two guys. I think I'll upgrade health again. Oh, I gotta unlock the spyglass and the boots. Oh wait, I think I saw another thing. Yeah, the spark powder. Gotta get that. Dang it. I think I want to craft a bow, so I barely need anything more for that. And then I'll make a bunch of arrows as well. Alright, and bow. And then, I can only craft one arrow. Okay, I'll craft some more arrows. Let me just put this onto here. Let's see what else I need for more arrows. Some thatch, and I'll also get some flint. Alright, and now I'm going to craft like 30 something arrows. Oh, nice. Alright, nice. I've got 35 arrows. Alright, well guys, I think that's gonna do it for this episode of Archival Ascended. I'll probably be making more videos in this series. This is gonna become my first series on my channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.